Welcome to our 2011 Business to Business Social Media Marketing Catalyst Series. This is your host, Mike Rowland, the President of Impact Interactions, a leading online marketing and social media consultancy based in the United States. In our series, we're going to cover several areas where your business can use social media to drive results. In this series, we will focus helping you navigate the ever-changing world of B2B social media. To help you further, we encourage you to ask questions in the comments area of our blog entries for the sessions. The Impact Interactions team is available to answer your questions and comments on our Business to Business Social Media Marketing Catalyst Series presentations. So let's get started. Hopefully, you've already navigated around our impactinteractions.com website and learned a bit more about us. In case you didn't, here is why our experience shared through this series can help you succeed. Our team has helped large global organizations and mid-sized companies learn how to interact online with their audiences. In the early days of the Internet, our team helped companies like Cisco, SAP, AT&T, Ace Hardware, and others create, manage, and measure the success of their first online communities. As the initial social networks like Friendster and MySpace grew, blogs became more accepted tools, and the world went to broadband. During this time, we helped our clients understand how to utilize these tools to achieve results. The latest set of interactive tools is social media. Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Flickr, Foursquare, Quora, and others are simply the latest way to interact. Our experience has shown us that tools come and go. The key is to focus on how people are using them in their work life for business-to-business marketers. And that's where the idea for the Business to Business Social Media Marketing Catalyst Series came from. In the early days, we hosted one of the first online community roundtables for business executives to network and discuss common issues amongst their peers. What we find today is that the pay-for-play tactic of conferences has reduced most information to large vendors and the same speakers telling the same business-to-consumer stories at each conference. We'd like to use this series to inspire you to think about business-to-business social media. How can you improve your offerings? How can you improve your measurement? How can you better meet the needs of your audience while simultaneously satisfying your boss? So let's get started by understanding the difference between business-to-business and business-to-consumer social media. Because while many experts will tell you there is no difference, our experience and data shows that there are many dramatic differences which you can utilize to achieve better results than your competition. Are you on Facebook or LinkedIn groups? Does your company use Twitter? Do your top executives blog? How are you using YouTube to generate leads? Is your conversion rate increasing? Do your visitors engage with each other or only with your company's team? Did you get the budget you asked for last year? Are you wrangling cats instead of presenting a coherent message to your company's audience? Reading all of the online media out there about social media can be awfully confusing. Sometimes it seems to be more complex than it should be. Perhaps it's because the majority of data points and tactics are aimed at the consumer, while your audience is an executive sitting in an office deciding where to spend his or her company's money. So let's start by making an initial hypothesis that business-to-business social media strategy is not the same as business-to-consumer social media marketing strategy. From that simple leap of faith, we can help you change the approach to social media for your organization to one that is more focused and coherent. We're often asked about using Facebook or YouTube at business-to-business conferences. Attendees have read the latest blogs and online reports on social media and want to succeed. But in the business-to-business world, many marketers are confused about tactical approaches to social media. With the overwhelming majority of examples of social media success used in conferences, marketers want to know more than how Skittles or Levi's was able to use social media. Over the past 10 years in the interactive space, we've been preaching for business-to-business companies to remain true to what they are: businesses selling to other businesses. In the mid-1980s, the concept of relationship selling was introduced to mainstream marketing. This strategy relies on building a relationship that not only solves the customer problem, but is sustainable. Business-to-business social media is another tactic to support this strategy. As you can see from this slide, we believe that there is a clear difference in approach to social media for business-to-business versus those selling to consumers. The often quoted truths of consumer social media just don't work with business-to-business social media. For example, think of the traditional consumer marketing effort. It's based upon building awareness, then trial. Loyalty is elusive, so discounts and offers are presented. That's why couponing works so well in the business-to-consumer space. Online, it's the same thing. Business-to-consumer social media relies on discounts, promotions, and games to build awareness and trial. Loyalty is only as good as the service provided, and in many cases, the next discount. Business-to-business marketing and selling is much more complex. It's about building awareness while educating your customer and building a relationship. Business-to-business marketing takes time. With social media, business-to-business efforts must be focused on building the information available to prospects to entice them to enter into an initial relationship. In fact, our research through surveys has found that when B2B companies don't offer social media interactions, online communities, or even interactive blogs, prospects will go to the competition that does, or will use higher cost internal tactics like your call centers and email forms. Why is this? It's because in the B2B sales cycle, expectations for engagement and relationship building have a much higher priority than in the business-to-consumer sales cycle. So what does this mean for B2B social media? Well, first and most importantly, users expect to be marketed to. By that, we don't mean hard sell tactics. We mean that users expect to see marketing information in your content. Users, whether they are friends, followers, commenters, or community members, understand that you want to sell to them. They expect it, but want it to be subtle, not aggressive. Additionally, in the business-to-business social media process, users expect to find information which leads them back to your website. Business-to-business social media involves a high degree of trust. When you ask for a user to provide something like an email address, you must provide something of value in return. If the value proposition is skewed towards your company, your conversion rates will be low. As we know from our real-world relationships, trust matters. But how do you build online trust? Plenty of companies mess this up. We want to take you step by step through this series to help you build a coherent strategy that focuses on building results by building trusting relationships with your audience. In our business-to-business social media marketing catalyst series, we're going to provide you with the strategies and tactics which can help you become more successful. Our first series session is about beginning to build trust with your audience by successfully introducing your company. The elevator pitch is the online introductory handshake to your audience. We'll follow the elevator pitch session up with a session on building customer success stories to use the power of recommendations and the strength of similarity. Future sessions will cover how to entice the executive level audience to engage with your efforts, using third-party applications like Twitter successfully, the role of online communities in extending your reach and engagement, building a path to conversations using social media listening and monitoring tools, understanding the best way to measure your efforts and results, and lastly, how to put all of this together to use business-to-business social media to successfully generate leads and nurture your customers. We hope that you'll join us and add your comments to increase the knowledge of our audience. Thank you.